It's November 1st.
Start over.
Birthday,
Start over. This is not
Carter.
good. This is not good.
Happy birthday.
Oh my Lord.
To you. Get a picture of that. Oh, wait, what are you doing?
Wait a second, that wasn't even like, that was so anticlimactic.
No.
Wait, how did it look like
magic.
that? It was magic.
You have to do happy birthday
that's
again.
I watch you stumble, drunk out into the night. I'm forced to believe you're probably right.
Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. She had a Mercedes Benz. She got lots of pretty, pretty boys. She goes, man, please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. I had to find my passage back to the place I was before. Black said the night man, we are programmed to receive. Hold on to the night. What happens now? Do we break another rule? Let our lovers play the fool. Most nights I hardly sleep. Don't take what you don't need from me. It's just a drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was praying that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert. But I'm holding you closer than most, 'cause you are my heaven. I saw Robert Downey Jr. I saw him. I saw my love of my life, light of my life. If you know me, if you know me, there's one thing that you have to know about me, and that is that I love Robert Downey frickin' Jr. I have wanted to meet him for so long, and I still haven't met him. That is the next goal, that I have faith that I'm going to meet him someday. I have to, but it's specific, because I don't want to just meet him as like a fan, like on the side, like I see him on the street, like, hey, like I don't want to be like that fan, but I want to meet him and get the chance to talk to him about everything. Anyway, I could talk about him forever, but I'm just going to talk about the fact that I saw him. So I live in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. Not right outside, but like sort of outside of Atlanta. So, and if you follow the Avengers and Marvel movies and stuff like that, especially if you follow Downey, like you keep track of him, like I do. If you follow what they're up to, all of that stuff, then you may know, and you possibly know, that they film pretty much all of the Marvel movies in Georgia, in Atlanta, and also in like some other part of Georgia. So yeah, that's crazy, right? A lot of movies are filmed in Georgia now, in like the Atlanta area, but it's mostly down in, don't remember what the place is called. What is it called? I know people that live there, so why can't I remember? But anyway, Georgia. And that is crazy to me. Okay, they call Georgia or Atlanta like the second Hollywood or the new Hollywood. Who knows? But that just means a lot of actors are always here. But I always feel like, they're here and I can't see them. Because how am I going to see them? Okay, I'm not in Atlanta that often. And they're just, what are the odds that I would see them, right? What did happen was Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, and Jeremy Renner, pretty much all of the original Avengers except for Chris Hemsworth, who is out doing promo for Thor Ragnarok or whatever. So that makes sense. But all of those people did a one-night-only reading of a play called Our Town in the Fox Theater in Atlanta, Georgia. And when I saw that they were doing this, I was like, no way. I almost passed out. I was at work. And luckily it was slow enough. I think God did that. God did that. If Natalie, you're watching, you got our inside joke. God did that where it was so slow. It was like crazy slow that day. It's never been that slow when I've worked there. It was so slow. I was sitting, eating something, it was on Instagram, and I follow a Robert Downey Jr. update account, whatever, and they posted something about this thing happening, and I was like, no way do I have the possibility, because I'm not sure if something's gonna happen. Sorry if this is blurry. I could possibly see Robert Downey Jr. If I could possibly see him, and that is crazy. So I was like dizzy. I was freaking out so much. I was like, gotta get this together. I have to like get the tickets for this thing. I have to see if they have tickets. And I checked and they had tickets available, and I went. I went with a friend who's also very into Robert Downey Jr. And oh my gosh. So I can't I can't comprehend or like understand fully that I have seen this man in real life, who I have been a fan of since like 2012, which isn't that long, but it's long for me. I'm only like 19. So I saw him, and I never thought that I would actually see him. I saw him from far away though, because we had seats all the way in the back of the theater. But I brought binoculars so I could see up close. It was actually a really good play, and I didn't even know what it was about going into it, but it was actually a really good play. Scarlett Johansson and Jeremy Renner were really good. Jeremy Renner was hilarious. Chris Evans messed up. He didn't mess up. He was missing a page of lines. Poor thing. So everyone was reading, then all of a sudden there was like a moment of like complete silence. Nobody was saying anything, and everybody in the theater was probably like, "What's going on?" And they were waiting for somebody to read their lines. And nobody was reading their lines, and then it turned out Chris Evans was missing a page, and he was like, I'm missing page 12 or whatever, and that was funny. And I felt bad for Chris Evans. Poor Chrissy. It was crazy. I was literally like, and Downey was the narrator of the story. oh my gosh. I when he walked out, and we couldn't get any videos, or like we weren't allowed to have our phones out or anything, and if you tried to take pictures or take videos, they could take your phone away or kick you out of there. So I was like, I'm not risking it, and I just wanted to enjoy it anyway. The whole thing was, all the proceeds went to Puerto Rico for the relief funds and all that after the hurricane. So that's nice. And it was a really good event, so I'm glad that I'm okay that it's fine that I didn't get to like film anything, take pictures. It just feels a little weird because it's like, how do I have proof that I actually was there? But I do have one video that I took before the whole rest of the cast came out, and it's a video of Scarlett Johansson doing an intro to everything, like just talking about what's going on. I think she like put the whole thing together pretty much. I will put that clip right now.
Unprepared actor, but I wanted to say I knew I could count on you, Atlanta. Thank you so much for making this up. We had an absolutely wonderful time shooting here. We love to shoot here. It's a very inspiring city and an incredibly inspiring community, diverse community of people.
And that's all I'm showing. I just got that, and then this person was like, you can't film, so I didn't get to film my babe, but he walked out there, and at first I couldn't tell where he was. I was like, where is he? Because he was so far away, I couldn't see their faces with my eyes. Like, I had to look through the binocular, which is with my eyes, but it's, you know, I had to look through the binoculars to see. He would, like, walk around, because he was a narrator, and I think he just really likes to move. He's very active when he's acting. Physically active, like when he is acting in movies and shows and stuff. A lot of the times, I think nowadays, especially because he's such like a big deal, sort of, the directors will just let him move around and do whatever he wants. Like a lot of things that happen in his movies, he's just doing randomly. It's not in the script. Like in Avengers, there's a part when he's eating blueberries or whatever. That's literally his blueberries that he's eating. That wasn't in the script or anything. He's just so good, and like he literally like inserts it into like, it's crazy. So I think in Civil War, when he went to see Peter, Spider-Man, he was like moving around the set, and they just let him go. So he likes to move. So he was moving. Everyone else was just sitting at their stools or standing in their place. Downey moved around the stage. When it was his part, I knew, because he'd like stand up and he'd start to I was just like watching him, like I was just sitting there staring, like I cannot believe. I was just like, I freaking love him so much. Like I would just stare at him in awe, and it was so far away, and I couldn't get, like, I still don't understand that I saw him with my eyes, and I was in the same room as him. I was in the same room as him. What? I can't get myself, every time I remember it, I'm like, whoa. I was in the same room. I existed in the same space as him. Ugh. I would look at him and just in awe. That's all I can say. Like, I love him so much. You don't understand. I can't help it. Like, leave me alone. Like, whatever. Don't judge me. It's fine if you judge me. Everybody judges. I don't really care. Anyway, though, I just needed to tell you about that. That was, wow, a crazy moment. It just so last minute, and it was such a whirlwind. I am mind boggled. I cannot handle it. I just don't understand. Blessed right now. Like, this is crazy. I saw my love. I saw him in real life. Next, I have to meet him. Oh my gosh. I have to meet him. I have to meet Tyler Joseph. I have to meet Halsey. But Downey, especially. Love of my life. Tonight, I am seeing Bon Iver. That's not how you say it, but I'm seeing Bon Iver. That is, well, you're supposed to say Bon Iver, but I'd say Bon Iver. I should say Bon Iver out of respect. But I don't know how to pronounce it in the French way. I'm seeing that tonight in the same place that I saw my Downy, my love, my Downy. I'm seeing Bon Iver in the Fox Theater, which I just was in on Monday to see. So Bon Iver gets to walk across the stage that Downey walked upon. Yeah, so that is today. Tonight, I might get like one clip. I don't know what the deal is with this, if I can get any videos.
It might be over soon. Right in this moment, this was told. And I told him to be patient, and I told him to be fine, and I told him to be better, and I told him to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, but it'll be a different kind. And I'll be holding all the tickets, and you'll be all